The Quarantine Cup is of course brought to you by Nikijo Collectibles. Enter code NOLAN5 at checkout for 5% off sealed and singles on the site. I personally picked up my case of Burst of Destiny for, I believe it was $1,070 after entering code NOLAN5 at checkout. They do more than just sealed though, they do singles. Honestly, probably the most competitive prices on the market for everything at launch. They do also have a little bit of a back catalogue going on with some alternate rares and secret rares that they're updating all the time, so do check them out. And of course, entering code NOLAN5 at checkout makes it all the cheaper. But let's get on into the video. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to NolanTCG, and we are back here for another episode of the Quarantine Cup as Logan finishes his drink halfway through the intro.
I literally leaned into the mic. I was like, I'm going to ruin this. So...
You can never ruin it. Because we roll through regardless. So in today's video, we have Lewis and Duck. Dragon Link and Virtual World.
I hate that third commentator you didn't mention.
Well, he mimicked you, so I kind of let everyone know he was here by when he did that.
It is I.
Hi.
He so funny.
No, I'm very funny. Follow me on Twitch.
No, don't do that.
So, Dragon Link versus Virtual World. Riveting gameplay.
Classic chain block of Striker Dragon to be able to search and field spell.
Man, I can't wait for Lewis to summon LP and then for Duck to summon VFD. It's going to be really good.
That's the classic plays.
Yeah. They are classic. They're no longer modern.
I'm sorry, are we playing Rush Duels?
Duck?
That's modern Yu-Gi-Oh!
True.
Shh. We don't talk about that here.
Nah, soon it will be Cross Duels. That's right.
I don't know what that is. I still want to know what it is.
I definitely held up my hands for a sight gag on an audio-only video. It will definitely feature elevators that go up.
He's going for a Levy very early.
Well, he wants to rip that card. He knows Virtual World needs the cards in hand.
He's keeping that chamber engraved, Ben. You must be excited.
Oh, I am. Oh, I am. That's why I'm not talking. Oh.
Here we go. So, roll the dice. Oh, Duck being monkey.
No, Duck does not read.
Duck doesn't read.
Didn't
Quack,
read.
quack.
Unless you know you have multiple Nibiru's in hand, surely you would have activated it on the summon, right?
Maybe that's his play. Maybe he has multiple and he's revealed one. He's like, you got rid of my Nibiru.
Oh, no. That's falsifying game state, though.
Was that the fifth summon?
Yeah, 100% it was.
Maybe the fifth summon activated and Duck was like, no response, and then he got ripped and he's like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
Whoopsie.
He got monkeyed. Yeah,
Ooh, we have an Ash on the Tracer Dragon. Maybe that's why he didn't, because he wanted to be able to resolve Ash. Oh, must be nice.
I can tell you, it is very nice. Do you know what round this was, Ben?
This is round 3 of the tournament.
Round 3. So this is the second round that I've seen Duck get clapped by a quick launch.
What?
In round 1,
I think he's referring to the fact that he resolved a quick launch against Duck.
I did. Duck got very mad when I activated quick launch.
You guys played in round 1?
We did.
Wasn't featured on camera, so that doesn't exist.
Doesn't count. What? There's more than one duel played every round? What?
No, it's all just one round, one match, let's go. We move.
So Desires from Duck is being negated by the Savage. So 3 cards to play with in Virtual World with a bounce. So this is pretty much like...
You pretty much just bounce whatever he targets with his first effect.
Yeah, pretty much. It is a level 3 though.
Oh, jeez.
Well, it's a level 3 though, so if he does have another one in hand, he could potentially still play it. It won't be a great play, but it'll be a play.
If he has a Lulu, like Lulu's good here, he could have baited that to let Lulu go. I mean, he's going to get tiding, he's going to get advantage, and Duck is not making serious threats this turn. So, well, you see he's got another name. There's
Oh,
the
here we
win.
go.
Alright.
It's not what he wants, but it
Well, he
may
can
just get
send.
him to a board.
He can send the spell here.
Yep, so then spell adds Lulu ditches spell.
Yeah, and then Lulu summon, send trap add spell.
Yeah, this could get him somewhere. Like it won't be a pretty board because it won't have like a trap follow up as far as I'm aware. Oh, maybe
Well,
it could. Actually, it will. It will have
He
a
will.
trap follow up.
He can get the Zulkin here. He can get the Zulkin and then set and get a Crystal Wing, which would then get over the Savage.
Yeah.
We're gonna see Lulu continue to play.
Yeah, that's kind of what we're talking about, man. Thanks for coming back.
Yeah, I'm off.
I'm
in
glad.
the, I'm
I'm
off
glad
in the
our commentary
distance.
means that much to you.
I'm off in the distance.
So yep, so he sent the 6. He's got the search. Will Duck play it correctly, or will he just go for Shen Shen? He could go for Shen
I'll
Shen.
be honest. I've never actually read Kowloon. I know it can be Ash because it does other things.
It's set. It activates one from the deck.
Then apply any of these effects in sequence based on the number of virtual world gates in your control. Okay, so
The
that's
one
why
that
no one ever
matters,
resolves
it
the other
activates-
effects.
Yeah,
One
yeah,
that
yeah.
matters is activate one from deck.
I've only now just realised it's not virtual world gate cards with different names.
Okay, so he's going for a draw. So he's going for the Zulkin line.
Yeah, because I'm assuming that other level 6 is a tuner.
Oh, no, he's gonna go
no,
for
we have an
XZ.
XZ, so we have possibly Ptolemy M7. Oh no!
No.
What?
Oh,
What?
on summon drops everything to 0.
Okay, but like, this feels very I feel like
Unless he's just going for a Zeus play.
Yeah, he must be just going for Zeus. But I feel like you would have rather just made Zulkin, Crystal Wing, search the trap.
Ooh.
Get the beard anyway. Life
Oh,
is
that's
pain,
unfortunate.
kids.
So it wouldn't have mattered had he gone for either play. I suppose now at least
Well,
he has the Zulkin to follow up.
I think if he makes a Zulkin play, it's better, right? Because he has to Nibiru on Zulkin summon, gives you the token. You potentially he should have sent the other trap, the reborn trap, and they could have potentially kept going. I don't know. This isn't terrible. I don't know why this link is still on board, but
It's a continuous card now.
get rid of it. Get rid of him.
No, don't get rid of it. Let Luck play his Mech Knights. The big token. And we know what Duck has in hand, don't we? One of them's the spell, and the other one is... No, is it just 2 spells?
Is what 2 spells?
Duck's hand. Has he just got the Kowloon and...
No, he just got the spell to search. So he has one spell that we know of and one card.
And it'd have to be another monster. Surely we know every card.
I guess we'll never know.
I mean, I hope we know eventually.
I guess we'll never know.
We will never know.
Ooh, Chaos Dragon's touching down.
Lewis does not play Dragoon. So
He does not.
therefore, we cannot see this Wyvern Burster and Primal Being become Dragoon. No one follows up? Oh.
We have a link
See.
1
Oh, okay.
to... Can't remember which one's which. Is that LP or Pisty?
It's a Pisty.
I forget which one's which all the time.
It is the banned one. No, it is the legal one.
Oh, we have a Droll coming down.
I actually don't think it's gonna do the most here.
It's not gonna do a
already
great
got
deal.
The black.
In saying that, nothing that he has on board at the moment is getting over that token.
Which is why he needs Dragoon.
Interesting predicament. We do know he has the tidying in hand as well, so potentially he could just set up tidying to prevent death and then pass turn.
We
No,
can
but
get,
it looks like
he
he can get to
Atraxa.
Heavenly Sphere.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it looks like that's exactly what he's doing. Yep, so double bounce off turn. Must be nice.
Must be nice.
Will he do the trademark play of summon Chamber Dragonmaid from deck, then bounce the Chamber Dragonmaid?
I mean, quite possibly. We've got, again, don't remember the names of the spells. I think it's Shenshen, is it? Is that what that one's called?
That is Quinlo. That's Quinlo. So that is the
Quinlo,
negation. So
okay.
he's going to activate that to negate the Heavenly Spheres, which will then just
Yep.
immediately be chained. Will he use it? Oh, he does remove the token. Okay.
Yeah, the token's a correct play because he's going to be able to just reactivate the spell anyway.
I believe it is you can only activate one effect per turn at least, so...
Yep. And from memory, I'm pretty sure even if it leaves the field, its negation will still be in play. And we have a rocket trace. No, not rocket tracer. What's it called? Rocket synchron coming down.
So one card in hand for Duck. This doesn't seem like it's a very fun time.
Nope.
Oh.
I mean, it will get him the trap here, which you can then use to pop. But at that point, what's the point?
I mean, the trap's definitely the correct
Well,
route.
he just
But
flips
can he
to
just?
hiding here,
Yeah,
bounces
he
the
can
trap.
just bounce. Yeah. So realistically, what he should have done was use the trap to pop the dragon now, so that he would bounce it before the end of the turn. If he removes the dragon with the trap before it resolves, does it still get the bounce? And
Go again,
he's
sir?
not bouncing it. If he were to bounce, like if he activated tidying, target the trap, target the rocket tracer.
Yep.
Or no, sorry, synchron. If he was to then destroy the rocket synchron, does it still bounce?
I don't believe so. They bounce simultaneously, I believe.
Okay. It's not a particularly good predicament that he's in because at any point, basically, if he goes to resolve the trap, he will then bounce the thing. It's a tricky spot that Duck's in, unfortunately. We have a link too.
You've now got me questioning tiding.
We have a, is it
Yeah,
quad borrow?
They return simultaneously.
Yep, so if one leaves the field, they don't get to return. Is that how that resolves?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay.
Because it says them to the hand. Curious as to how. Okay, so the Choo-Chee's now been activated.
Mm-hmm. So it's going to target the quad borrow. And then you'd assume that if he's got enough to play through, which with a safe bird engrave he may well do, may just let it resolve.
Yeah, also if he just lets this resolve, he can just use his tidying from graveyard anyway. And then get a chamber. If he has a tidying in graveyard, I'm unsure of that.
I
don't think so.
know. No, because this is the first tidying that he's had, so he's still got just the one that's set.
Okay. Oh, no, we are going to see the tidying. Curious as to why he's done that.
Maybe he just wanted to bait out the trap effect before it resolved.
Oh, no, he's
hang on.
bouncing the Quinlong. Curious.
Okay. Interesting.
I'm unsure as to why that interaction has gone down the way it has.
No. Oh no. Now I know why. It's so that he can then Chaos Dragon it back to deck.
Ah, okay. This is making sense. Then that will turn off the negation.
No, it appears he's going for the destruction effect, so he plans to clear the trap.
He could have just cleared... Oh, no, because if he clears both, he then gets a search.
Yeah, so it's much better having the spell in the hand.
Yeah. Now, that's not how that works. Tidying is a once per
Oh,
turn
he
effect
cheated.
only.
He's cheated.
That is... Yeah, that's not how that works. Uh-oh. That's a big 6,000 attack from the Nibiru. Yeah, that's...
And then link to...
This is unfortunate.
Back into quad, I'm assuming?
This is still game one. What an incredible game.
Hold on.
I think maybe he's now realizing that he can't tidy, maybe?
Maybe, but then you'd assume that he'd be putting the chamber back in the graveyard, right?
Nope. Okay, nope. Nope. Oh. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's how tidying resolves, isn't it?
Yeah, tidying bounces back in end phase, but...
But it shouldn't have been able to do it anyway.
Why couldn't he tidy again?
Because he'd used it that turn.
Ah, very fair. I was looking at it.
Ah, he already had a spell engrave. Okay. So
Yeah, he would've
I'm
dumped it.
assuming he's searching the Lulu here. If he hasn't already drawn it. We've got a GG. Pitching. Is that one Lulu? There's two that look really similar that are both level 3s. I can't remember which one's which.
That one is the other one.
The other one?
Yes, the other one.
Lao Lao? Is that?
I don't know.
I don't know. And unfortunately, it just comes across as slightly racist every time I try to guess their name.
Look,
Isn't that one called
certain
Gigi?
ones.
I swear I've heard that one. Before.
That
Gigi.
one's... Well, that one that he's trying to activate is called Gigi.
And then Yan Yan,
Yan Yan, Lao Lao.
Lulu, Shen Shen,
I did mean to look up their lore
Lily.
one day as to like whether their names mean anything.
Probably.
Like I'm sure they mean something, but like in terms of like the actual design of the cards, whether they mean anything. Remember when I used to like this deck?
You like this deck?
It was before I really learned what it did. It was more that I liked the art style of it than anything else.
That's fair.
So we have a Banish of Trap from Graveyard by Duck for some reason.
Reasons can be reasons for reason's sake.
Hang on, someone's gone back to deck.
He's
Oh, by the
banishing for
effective
the
finger.
Quinlong effect, I believe. Oh, when Yan Yan leaves the field, it's banished. It's Yan Yan, by the way, yeah.
Yan Yan,
When
okay.
it leaves the field, it's banished when it's summoned back. And when it's
Moving to
banished, it
end
shuffles
phase.
one back. End phase, we will see the add back from the GG.
Okay, so he has plays for next turn. Potential for there not to be next turn.
Man, I have all these plays for next turn. Next turn's never coming.
Yeah, well, he's been hoping for next turn for 3 turns now, and it just...
Just
hasn't
next
been-
turn. Just next turn. If I can just get to next turn. Ben, what's your take on Virtual World?
I'm surprised it's not dead. I'm very surprised it's not dead. I do think it's significantly more fragile than people give it credit for. However, at the same
Oh
time,
yeah, absolutely.
it seems to just keep going. So it's very hand dependent. Like it's probably more specifically what the 5 cards are in your hand dependent than any other deck in the format. Like say Sky Strike and Geek can get by with 1 Ray. With Virtual World, you have to have 5 good cards.
Yeah, that's the problem with Virtual World. I find is that it is very like it's not a 1-card engine like a lot of other decks that are sort of prevalent in the format at the moment. Do we have a normal summon Nibiru? Okay, that'll be game.
Okay.
Lewis was very proud of that normal summon Nibiru. He was telling me about it.
Look, if you got to get game with Nibiru, you got to get that game with Nibiru. I can't remember how I did it at one point, but I remember at locals I took someone's Doki Doki, and I pitched the dead Nibiru in my hand to then summon my Nibiru from deck.
I remember once you stole a Blue Eyes White Dragon and turned it into a Dingiso and told me that was the funniest part of the video. You were wrong.
Yeah, I did kind of forget about the time that someone like karate chopped my $500+ deck.
Oh, you reckon you could post the unfiltered version of that one?
I don't think the unfiltered version can ever see the light of day.
The unfiltered version cannot see the light of day.
But it's so funny.
Now, game 3 time. Is it game 3
Oh,
time?
yeah.
No, it's game 2 time. It's
Game 2 time. That was a long game 1.
Duck's elected to go first so that he's able to play.
Ben,
Yeah, that would be nice.
Check that you're recording?
What?
Do you want to double check that you're recording this one?
I looked over. I am recording this one.
Hey, he's learning.
So we have a set of trap from deck,
an activation of trap.
followed up by one of them.
Lily, I believe is this one's name.
Should just get up the virtual world monsters on my phone, and then I can actually know what each of them's called.
Well, I know this is a double foolish one. So this will foolish a monster and a spell. So probably Nian Nian and Qinglong.
Yeah, this one is Lily. Yeah, so double foolish.
So we're going to see Qinglong activate in the graveyard.
Why?
No,
Oh, because he sent the spell. Yeah.
That's how it works, yep.
Discarding. Did he not discard?
I don't know.
He has not yet. He did not. Chat. Massive chat.
Well,
Oh, in fairness,
we did see Lewis do the same thing game 1, so it's fine.
yeah, they both get one.
They each get 1.
That's how Virtual World's been doing so well despite it getting bans, is because they just cheat.
Maybe. You just throw enough maths out there that you give players like, I only work with big numbers. I don't work with 3s and 6s.
Fucking Tomborg.
Yeah, he's playing Terratop Takatomborg.
Yeah, look, fair. It's kind of free in that deck, right?
Yeah,
like if you open it, it's just free.
Very free.
Coal Dragon, that brings me back. Coal Dragon netting him a draw here. Hopefully he's got a set, otherwise this has all been in vain. Oh, there it is. The Crystal Wing.
Imagine going to Zolkin play and then be like, shit, I don't have a spell card in hand or a trap card to set.
Duck does it all the time.
I used to do it when I was playing like a Red Dragon Turbo deck. I would just sort of hope that I drew into one.
What year was that you played Red Dragon Turbo?
It was a while ago. I don't think what year that was. Maybe 2016? 2017? I think it was 2017 because I think it was just before Zoo came out. It was not a good deck. Do not recommend. It's fun though.
I'm sure that deck's significantly better now. With all of that red resonator support they got.
There's a lot of support for that deck now. And they've got like the really good synchro that just banishes everything for reasons. And the trap that makes it unaffected and also banishes everything for reasons.
Sometimes reasons are just reasons, Jake. You don't need to look too far into them.
Oh, look, I don't need reasons for reasons' sake. I'm more than happy for shit to just get banished for reasons.
Reasons?
Reasons.
Logan's clearly not there, otherwise he would have responded with reasons.
I'm here. I'm not saying reasons.
Then
You
why
don't
didn't
get
you
that.
respond with
You
reasons?
don't get to hear me say it.
You've...
Okay, so as opposed to Dragoon, he's gone for the
Well,
Banishy thing.
Fun fact, he can't make Dragoon.
Why can he not make Dragoon?
The virtual world stop you if you read Lulu for the rest of the turn. You can only special summon level or slash rank 3s.
Or higher.
Or higher. Otherwise, the Zolkin play could not happen. The Crystal Wing could not be summoned. The
Yeah,
Virtual World would
or
not be
higher.
able to do anything. What?
Yeah.
And you don't think Dragoon's high enough to make... Are you kidding?
No, I think Dragoon is not good. Oh, you're thinking he should make of my Mud
Yes.
Dragon.
Yes.
Yeah, the way the Virtual World make Dragoon.
Yeah, well, that's what I was trying to call you out.
Oh
I
my
thought you were a
God.
monkey. But I am
No.
the monkey.
You are the monkey.
I am the monkey.
Unga bunga.
Monkey, boy, that's racist. Monkey, bro.
You've never versed Virtual World making a Dragoon before.
Mate, I am the virtual world player making Dragoon half the time. Although in this position, you wouldn't make Dragoon, you just make surely Caliga.
Nope. You just make that and get it droplet immediately. He's only negating one here. So do you think he's negated the banish one? We won't know because we don't get the audio.
Not anymore. Rip Craig.
No, I'm fairly sure there is a definitely way for me to get the audio, but it would come through on the recording, I think. For you guys to be able to hear it, it would have to show
Okay.
up on the recording.
Alright, so Crystal Wings negated the I can't remember what his name is. The searchy one that went to grave. And then he's been able to triple tactics to draw 2.
Lewis should take my plane here and just make a just go straight into the big fucking card does things, Blackwing, Full Armor Master, and then take the Crystal Wing.
Instead, he's attempted to activate the field spell, which has then been destroyed by Trap. I had the virtual world things up here. Why didn't I keep that here? Where did I put my phone? There it is.
Man's got rid of his research notes.
That I have.
He didn't have that many to
Yeah,
begin
so
with.
the two Chos popped the field spell, but then we have a follow-up by a quick launch, as is tradition. The Crystal Wing's just no good if it can be destroyed by card effects.
Yeah, it's quite a letdown. I remember people dropping Crystal Wing on me and being like, "Oh shit," and then being like, "Oh wait, you mean this can just normally just be destroyed?" Oh, and
Yeah.
then we will see a scoop from Lewis.
Yeah, he needed to see something very good off those mills because he pretty much needs to see a Chaos Dragon Levy near now that I think about it. So you presume Lewis is going to go first in this matchup. If you're Duck, what are you thinking of siding?
Probably Nibiru. I think if our Duck very much will go for Nibiru here. Maybe Lancia?
Maybe, but I think we've discussed this against Dragon Link before. It like stops part of their engine, but not all of it.
Doesn't stop enough anymore.
It still lets them get to a Savage.
Yeah.
So,
And they can get a seal.
yeah,
Which is like most of Lewis's plan, right?
definitely.
We have a Chaos Space pitching the Absa Router. We'll net him 2 searches here, which is very nice. Oh, no, it won't. We have a Droll coming down from Duck. A very good side card. So if you're Lewis at this point, like, what are you thinking? You just sort of try and make the link to Herald, no, not Herald, Heavenly Spheres. Oh, we have a Tactics. So going to disrupt Duck's hand a little bit. As we've stated before, is quite detrimental to Virtual World because they need a pretty idyllic hand to go off. And we don't get to know what he shuffled back. Awesome.
So I can probably... He can possibly still play for a little bit, but I don't know how far he's going to get. See if he burns his Striker Dragon.
Yeah, he'd need a way to be able to summon 2 dragons. Probably go into the LP. I think I named the right one.
No, you didn't.
You did not.
Damn it.
How do you not know this?
I don't pay attention, I just look at the colours.
You can't read. You can't see colours.
He's
As long as it's not red or green.
Yeah, hang on, aren't you
it's fine.
colourblind? One of them is red.
But Pisty is green. Is red. Sorry.
Pisty is green. What?
So we have a Heavenly Spheres pass, as I stated before.
Hang on, no, hang on. We cannot skip over the fact that he doesn't read and he can't see colours. How do you function?
There's only 2 colours I can't see, okay? Red
fun
and
fact.
green.
Fun fact: Duck has another Droll in hand. That's a spoiler. Enjoy that.
Interesting. Now we'll see a normal summon of a Safe It.
So send itself, get another level 4 monster to the hand.
Which, because of Logan, the spoiler being the Droll, puts him in quite a predicament because, in theory, he probably has no like damage on board this turn. Like, he could neg a resource, but it puts him in a bad spot.
Oh, yeah. You could summon black. It's not worth it. Like, you're not...
Okay, it blocks off Duck's life points for another turn, but with 3 set cards, like, you're depending on a lot with the...
what the fuck do we know, Jake? Because...
Well, he's already got the Light Dragon in grave, I suppose, so it's not like he's getting the search off, even if something happens to the board.
This is true. It also means if something does happen to the board, he can, at worst stage, bounce back Black Dragon by triggering Seal, and then Seal can trigger.
True. Very true. An attack for 0.
Well, Duck is passing, so fun Virtual World things.
Yep.
Now, if Duck was here, he'd complain the Virtual World bricks too much. But I like to think it's just Duck the player.
I mean, Virtual World seems to be doing relatively well in most other players' hands. It's just Duck isn't that lucky.
Because Duck's not a bad Virtual World player. He's not bad at it.
I don't like to say it, but he just seems to be a very unlucky Virtual World player.
Yeah. Sucks to suck, as they say.
I'm wondering what the 3 sets are. Like, assuming one of them's a trap, like the Virtual World trap, but like beyond that.
Is this just going to be a beatdown match?
It seems that way.
My favourite type of match, to be honest.
Well, at the moment, Lewis isn't really being threatened by anything, and he probably doesn't want to overextend with 3 back row on board, so just by reducing life points, he puts himself in a better position if Duck does have something strong in the back row.
I definitely missed something by him getting White Dragon back to the field.
Well, when the Collapse Serpent went into the
Yeah, he used Chaos Space to recycle
I
it.
put it back.
Yeah.
Yeah, very good.
Why do you activate the field spell and pass?
Yeah, I questioned this when I was watching the match, to be honest. I don't know why he activated it,
But what
not
does
having
that do?
anything to actually do.
The dark rule. The
It means
Chi-Chi
that he's not
can't
going to
pop
have
anything.
either
He
of the
must
other
have drawn.
cards.
Yeah, he's drawn.
Okay.
Here we go. What can Duck muster?
Well, this is going to send a spell.
He's already got the spell, so he's gonna send the other spell. No, he just sent another copy of this.
Now, we need to keep in mind here that if he adds with the spell, he must discard whatever he adds.
This is true. So he surely just goes attack over the seal, pass.
Surely.
Seems that way.
Yep, okay.
Which, to be fair, is still rough because that trap is not live.
So he's tributed the seal, but then neglected to use the
He didn't tribute
effect.
Did
He did, because he's getting another attack in. There you
he?
go.
Oh, true. Huge. You are.
Okay, so he has. It's just very delayed on actually resolving it all.
Yeah.
I thought... Is Dark Rule or not the cards can't activate?
Their effects are negated. They can't activate in response.
Okay, okay.
They're still like, able to activate the tribute effect of the seals. It won't get the bounce, but then its second effect will resolve.
So attack over. I mean,
Being that it is a very dragon reliant deck, I would have felt more inclined to punch over the Dragon Maid. But that is just me.
I feel like it depends on what he's got in his back row. A Link 2 gets him close to access code.
Well, you'd feel like if the back row was that relevant that it would have been activated already, right?
True.
Now we have the field spell activating.
Something probably Rocket Zinger, not Tracer. Seems fair.
Going straight for the extra deck.
Again, I repeat, this is riveting content from us here.
Not
Look.
lots happening. It's hard to commentate when there's nothing happening.
We're waiting for the momentum. The momentum needs to swing. As it is now the draw phase, the momentum can swing.
So Trace is popping field spell to summon from deck. We've got the level 1 coming out. So Lewis seems to be building up for a Hot Red Dragon Abyss.
Let's see what he hits. Ooh, an impermanence.
It's nothing. Okay. But now it gets the Abyss Dragon anyway.
But now we haven't seen a normal summon yet.
We haven't. We do see the Chaos Dragon coming back.
The normal summon could be game. Yeah, no, it's just game regardless. Okay, we see a
And
swing.
anyway.
GG.
Yes. Big win from Lewis. Will he make the final? Will he be in the next episode? He won't, but stay tuned anyway.